Hello friends, today we will learn about basic concepts of mensuration, which are shape of an object, perimeter or circumference of an object, and area of an object. We see various objects around us throughout the day. How we will define the shape of these objects? What is 2D or 3D shapes? We will learn everything in this lesson today. Shape of an object may be 2D or 3D. 2D shapes are having only two dimensions, that is length and width, whereas 3D shapes are having one more dimension, that is height, along with length and width. Various examples of 2D shapes are triangle, circle, square, rectangle, trapezoid, parallelogram. These all shapes are having two dimensions, x-axis and y-axis. Now we will see various practical examples of 2D shapes which we see around us. These are clock on the wall, land on the earth, and mirror in the bathroom. These all shapes contain two dimensions, length and width, along its x-axis and y-axis. Various examples of 3D shapes are cube, cylinder, cone, sphere, prism. We notice one more dimension in 3D shapes, that is height, along with length and width. Now we will see various practical examples of 3D shapes which we see around us. They are soft drink can, ice cream cone, football, pyramid, etc. They all contain height in it along with length and width. Now we will learn the concept of perimeter and area. A perimeter is a path that surrounds a two-dimensional shape. It can be thought of as a length of the outline of a shape. As it is a length, so its unit will be something like meter, centimeter, feet, etc. And an area is a two-dimensional space or region occupied by a closed figure. It's a measure of the space inside a shape of a two-dimensional region. So its unit will be something like meter square, centimeter square, square feet, etc. Now let us take an example of green field land to understand the concept of perimeter and area. The perimeter is a fencing around the length, and the area of the land is the space occupied by the perimeter on the earth. Now let us understand how to calculate the perimeter of different shapes. Like for triangle, as we already know that perimeter is the total length of shape outline. And triangle contains three sides. So perimeter of triangle will be A plus B plus C. Similarly, perimeter of a square will be sum of all its four sides. A plus A plus A plus A. That is equal to 4A. Now let's see how to calculate the perimeter of rectangle and trapezoid. Rectangle contains four sides. So its perimeter will be A plus B plus A plus B. That is equal to 2A plus B. And for trapezoid, the sides of trapezoid are A, B, C and D. So perimeter of trapezoid will be A plus B plus C plus D. Now let's see how to calculate the perimeter or circumference of circle. As we know, diameter of circle is 2r, that is equal to twice of its radius. And let's say circumference or perimeter of circle is c. In the next slide, we will learn how to calculate the circumference or perimeter of the circle. Now let's see how to calculate the circumference of a circle. But before going to that, let's learn what is an pi. Basically, pi is a ratio of two different distances on a circle. That is, pi is a ratio of distance around the circle and distance across the circle. And distance around the circle is circumference and distance across the circle is diameter. So pi is equal to circumference upon diameter. That is equal to c by d. And we already know d is equal to 2r, that is equal to twice of radius. So pi becomes c upon 2r, that is circumference upon twice of radius. So c becomes 2 pi r. Since pi is a ratio, it has same value for any circle. Let's further understand the circumference of a circle. Since pi is a ratio, it has same value for any circle. It can be a small circle or big circle. Let's see the value of pi, how it is calculated. Let's imagine a rope around the circumference of same length of diameter d. First diameter, second diameter, third diameter. After drawing all three diameter lengths, we are still left with 0.14 length of diameter. So all these length, when we add, it comes out to be 3.14 of diameter. And this is circumference. So total circumference is 3.14 of diameter. And circumference C is equal to 3.14 d. And C by d becomes 3.14, and that is nothing but pi. So circumference becomes pi d or 2 pi r. So after learning how to calculate the perimeter of some basic figures, let's learn how to calculate the area of some of these basic figures like rectangles and square. As we all know, area is space inside the shapes outlined on a plane surface. So for rectangle, the sides of rectangle are length and breadth. So area of rectangle becomes length into breadth. And for a square, it has 4 equal sides. So every side is equal to, let's say, A. So its area becomes A into A. That is equal to A square. Now let's see how to calculate the area of a triangle. Let's start with a rectangle. In the last slide we have learned the area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. So let's divide this rectangle exactly into two halves, which makes two triangles. So area of triangle will becomes area of rectangle divided by 2. That is equal to length into breadth divided by 2. So area of triangle will be base into height divided by 2. That is equal to half into b into h. Types of triangles can have different shapes, but the formula for calculating the area will remain the same. That is equal to b into h divided by 2. So let's see how to calculate the area of a trapezoid. Trapezoid contains two parallel sides of length a and b, and height of trapezoid is h. So let's draw two perpendicular which makes one rectangle and two triangle of base c and d. So this trapezoid is now divided into one rectangle and two triangles. So let's calculate the area of this rectangle, that is equal to a into h, and the area of two triangles will be C into H by 2 for the left triangle and D into H by 2 for the right triangles. Or we can say the area of two triangle will be C plus D into H by 2, and C plus D is nothing but B minus A. So we can write B minus A into H by 2. So for calculating the trapezoid area, we have to add the area of rectangle and the area of two triangles. So total area becomes A plus AH plus B minus A into H by 2, and AH plus BH by 2 minus AH by 2. So the total area of the trapezoid becomes A plus B into H by 2. So now we will see how to calculate the area of a parallelogram. Parallelogram basically contains two parallel sides, that is AB is parallel to CD and AC is parallel to BD. And base of this parallelogram is B and height is H. So let's draw a perpendicular from A on CD and it makes a triangle, that is ACE. Now we will cut this triangle and add this on the other side of the parallelogram, and which will form a rectangle, that is AEE-B of base B and height H. As we know, the area of rectangle is B into H, so the area of parallelogram is same as that of the rectangle, that is equal to B into H. So now we will learn how to calculate the area of a circle. Let's imagine a circle of circumference C and radius R, and let's draw smaller circle inside the largest circle of different circumference like C1, C2, C3. Now we will cut the circumference C and imagine a straight line of same length as of C. We will do same with other inner circles. We will cut inner circle and will lay one over the other, and we will, here after doing this, we are forming a triangle. So now we see that a shape of triangle is forming, and we are having a triangle with base C, and the height of this triangle is equal to the radius of the circle, that is equal to R. So the height of a triangle is same as this of radius R, and base is C, that is circumference. So the area of triangle, as we know, it's base into height divided by 2, that is equal to C into R by 2, and C is circumference, so we know circumference is 2 pi R. So area becomes 2 pi R into R by 2. So the area becomes pi R square.